Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the Random Pick because it is Sunday, which means it is Random Pick Day. Now, today what I wanted to do was use special players once again. You know, there's lots of goal players on this game which we just don't need to worry about anymore. Let's try and use some special items and try and get some fun players into the squad. So, I've gone between 100k and 200k in the hopes that I can maybe get like a 500k squad together in total. So the first player I decide to choose is the newly upgraded Path to Glory Icardi. This week he is in Team of the Week, so he's gone up to an 89. I figured, hey, we'll try him out. A little mini review, so to say. So, second, I see myself a little Path to Glory Sterling, and I'm like, I want to use him so bad. So I decide that we are going to go for Sterling today. It could be a great striking partnership up front, him and Icardi. And then on our final page for our final player, I spot myself a little English 84 rated left winger by the name of Marcus Rashford. And I really enjoyed this card the last time I used it, so you know what, I want to see if he really is the real deal, or whether I just had a few lucky good games with him. So, those are the players that we've got today in our random pick squad builder, and I'm going to go for a 4-4-1-1 formation, pretty similar to the 4-4-2, apart from rather than having two strikers like that, they're like that. So that's how it's going to work today, and these are the three positions that I'm going to be playing everybody for, like chemistry and stuff. Left mid for Rashford, centre forward for Icardi, and then an out-and-out striker for Raheem Sterling, and those two are obviously going to partner up, and I feel like it's going to be a really good duo. Now, moving on to the rest of the squad, it looks a little bit like this. What I've gone for today is a mix between the Spanish League or Real Madrid players, and then Prem all the way around the outside with that trio in the middle, and it makes quite a pretty decent looking squad. So Keylor Navas in goal, Danny Rose and Bellerin in the defensive spots. You know, you could have someone like Marcos Alonso at left back if you wanted, because he would link to Rashford weak and also to Nacho Fernandez, but do whatever you fancy. I like Danny Rose on this game, I gave him a go. Nacho Fernandez second in form, and Varane are my two picks for Real Madrid. Obviously you've got Sergio Ramos available if you do have the coins or if you do want to use him. And then in midfield, I've got Informed Brozovic, someone I've used a fair bit, and his perfect link, which is, of course, 85 rated Scream Perisic. Now, that is because he's a central version. I needed that for this video. He does have a regular card, which is actually, is it higher rated than this now? Is it an 86 overall? I can't quite remember. Ones to watch Mkhitaryan out on the right-hand side, getting that link to Bellerin, and of course up to Sterling. But our first random pick player is, of course, Marcus Rashford. 84 rated with 94 pace, 86 dribbling and 85 shooting. The Englishman is 6'1" with high-low work rates, 4-star skills and weak foot. I mean, that to me sounds really, really solid. Like, that's exactly what I want on a player who's going to be more attacking for us today. Mauro Icardi's now 89 rated with 83 pace and 85 dribbling. He's also got 91 shooting, which is pretty good. 5'11", medium-low work rates. Yeah, he's only got 3-star skill moves, but hey, at least he's got a 4-star weak foot to work with. He should be netting the goals from that centre-forward position. And then it's Raheem Sterling, who is super, super quick and really, really good on the ball, but maybe not quite as clinical as someone like Icardi, so I feel like that's how they're going to work together well. And again, he's a little bit opposite in the way that he's got 4-star skills but 3-star weak foot, so that is the opposite to what Icardi's got, and he is short but very, very fast. So that's the squad, and I left it for the 4 games that we played with this team. I left it in the 4-4-1-1, didn't change it up at all. I know that, of course, that means that, you know, Rashford probably not going to be as involved as he could be if I played him as a left forward, for instance. But then if I'd have done that, I would have probably needed to play like a 4-3-2-1. Then Raheem Sterling comes down to like centre mid, or Icardi comes down to centre mid, and they're not involved. So I just figured we'd play with this formation. It's a different one to me, and I'll see how it goes. We get quite a few goals. I think I lost one game. Actually, it was this game right here that I went 1-0 up in, and I think I was leading for quite a lot of the game, and I ended up getting like 4-2 battering. But yeah, most of the other games were nice and easy for me because the team gelled really quite well. Can't really complain about the defense. The only thing I would say, I guess, is that Rose and Bellerin are outdated at this point. You know, you definitely need better fullbacks than that on the game if you're going to go into like a super competitive mode or anything like that, because everyone else has got like a Marcelo Team of the Year or a Roberto Carlos or like Inform Valencia or Inform Aurier or something like that in their squad. So it's definitely something that, yeah, you could bolster by having a better fullbacks. But the two centre backs were very good. Varane is just someone that you can rely on, and I actually really like Nacho Fernandez on this game. He may be short, but for some reason he's just so calm at the back, and I do really well with him. I actually tackle really well with him, and of course having that strong link there to Varane is always a good thing. Perfect link to Ramos as well. And then we get on to the goals that I got with Rashford right here, two of which out of the three that I scored caused straight up rage quits because they were lovely absolute bangers from outside the box. And to be fair, all of the goals that I scored against my opponents with Rashford were all beautiful. When you see the replay for this final goal that he scored right here, it basically is going wide for the longest time and then cuts in, curls in, and right into the top corner. His shooting is impeccable. I really like the finesse shot with this player, cutting in from the left hand side and then whipping it top corner in the opposite direction. It's just, yeah, it's really nice, and he does it very, very well. And now we're on to the final goals, which are those scored by Mauro Icardi. He scored like the majority of goals. I actually did get some goals with Raheem Sterling. They were slightly before in this video. But yeah, what I was saying earlier about how I think these two can be a good striking duo is really, it worked. It really did, because Icardi's like well positioned, less skillful, less pacey, but like a composed player that is going to nail those balls into the back of the net. And if he starts a run, plays it into Sterling, who then sort of nicks it back out to him on the wide, and then Icardi is running through at full pelt, you're not going to catch him then. And then of course he's got the 4-star weak foot where he can either bang it in on the left, bang it in on the right, or if Icardi picks that ball up in the centre forward spot, back to goal, he's got, got to hold off a couple of defenders, maybe turn one or two, and then Raheem the Dream is just absolutely full pace going for it. You can play that through ball, and you've got someone super, super quick on the other end of it who is just going to run through that defence, get through one-on-one, and then of course he can finish it as well. So yeah, I loved how these two work together. It's kind of nice. Normally I would say get big and little, and then fast, and someone that can hold the ball up. So a duo like, I don't know, Ibra and Sterling could work quite well as well. Someone like Ibra is strong and tall and can win aerial battles, and then Sterling is that super like agile, pacey player. But Icardi isn't as tall as I thought. He's only 5'11" in game, but his aerial presence seemed really good for me. Like I scored that corner right there, for example. He can be that front post corner header player, and he will net you goals with that. And just being a nice composed striker is a very, very good thing. So this right here is the final 11, and it's time to give a little review and a rating for everyone. Now, I love Keylor Navas in goal. I actually use him quite a lot. The only thing I would say is that there's probably a few better options at this point in time. However, I needed to link them to... if I had Ramos at centre-back, then maybe I could have gone with any other goalkeeper in the division if I'd have linked Ramos to Nacho Fernandez, but I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have Ramos right now. Bellerin and Rose, I mentioned them, a little outdated. Yeah, Bellerin's absolutely rapid. He can save you there, and Rose is actually pretty solid in the defence. But if there are better options available, I would recommend going for them. I can't stress enough how much I enjoyed Brozovic and Perisic in the midfield. Those two are just class acts on this game. For some reason, they both outplay their rank, their potential. Like they're so good. And Brozovic has always got a banger in his locker, that is for sure. Mkhitaryan does great as well. 5-star weak foot on him, 4-star skills makes him a tricky player. And then Rashford's going to get a 4.5-star value for money and a 9 out of 10. I love this player, and I think for about 100k, you are getting a complete and utter gem. He is so good. 6'1", high-low, 4-star, rapid, dribbling's good, shooting's amazing as well. And even at the left mid spot, he came in clutch and scored 3 absolutely lovely goals for the team. Icardi then is going to get the exact same rating because, one, he's a path to glory which has the chance to be boosted still. He's also only 84k when I record this video, and well, he's going to net you loads of goals and create them as well. So exactly the same rating as Rashford right there. And then Sterling probably a tiny bit underneath that, because, well, He's a 4-star value for money, and he's an 8.5 out of 10. So only just very slightly below that, because I don't think he's going to score you as many goals. But pair him up with someone like Icardi, and you do get someone who is well above average and a lot of fun to use. So there you go, guys. That is the random pick for today. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button on this video, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Most importantly, you out there, have a lovely Sunday, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.